What if the biggest name in artificial intelligence just got a valuation that places it among the most valuable companies on Earth, but still struggles with its most important partner? Just a week after OpenAI secured fresh funding at a staggering $300 billion valuation, reports started circulating about potential share sales that could push that number to an astonishing $500 billion. Let that sink in for a moment. If that goes through, OpenAI would join an exclusive club of only about 20 companies globally valued at over $500 billion. That's like putting them in the same league as Apple, Microsoft, and Amazon, not just a tech startup. We saw just how much investors believe in this future. OpenAI's latest funding round, an $8.3 billion injection, was oversubscribed 5 times over. This incredible appetite from investors really reflects their deep confidence in OpenAI's ability to dominate a market that the UN trade and development projects will explode by an astounding 25 times in size within the next decade. Think of that growth. It's not just a trend, it's a seismic shift. OpenAI's momentum, frankly, feels undeniable. They have continuously upgraded their flagship product, ChatGPT, recently launching GPT-5, which they confidently claim can provide PhD-level expertise. Imagine having a digital Einstein in your pocket. Financially, their revenues have doubled in just 7 months, now hitting $1 billion a month, with projections to reach $20 billion in annualized revenue by the end of the year. That's not just growth, that's a rocket taking off vertically. So where does all this fresh capital go? It primarily helps OpenAI scale its compute infrastructure, the literal backbone of their AI ambitions. This includes a monumental joint venture called Stargate with Japanese investment firms SoftBank and tech giant Oracle. Their mission? To build the world's largest AI supercomputing infrastructure. And it is not just talk. OpenAI is already setting up its first data center in Europe next year, slated to house 100,000 NVIDIA processors. This massive infrastructure investment is absolutely critical because companies are racing to control the data centers and the AI chips essential for training and operating these incredibly advanced artificial intelligence models. It's truly a race for who controls the future's brain. The numbers reflect this reality. Global data center capacity surged from 20 gigawatts in 2016 to 57 gigawatts in 2024, with Goldman Sachs projecting 122 gigawatts by 2030. That's like going from powering a small city to running multiple megacities, all for the sake of AI. But OpenAI is certainly not alone at the summit of this AI Everest. They face growing competition from a pack of incredibly well-funded AI startups. Consider Anthropic, founded by former OpenAI employees, now nearing a $5 billion funding round that could value it at $170 billion, a massive jump from its $61.5 billion valuation just in March. And then there's Elon Musk's xAI. It has already raised $10 billion at an $80 billion valuation, and it is now seeking additional funding at a potential $200 billion. Overall, venture capital funding to AI companies has exceeded $40 billion in each of the past 3 quarters. This financial backing translates directly into competitive model performance. On the GPQA Diamond benchmark, which rigorously tests PhD-level science questions, xAI's Grok 4 Heavy scored an impressive 88.9%, while Anthropic's Claude Opus 4.1 achieved 80.9%. They are not just playing catch-up, they are nipping at OpenAI's heels. The landscape also shifted when the Chinese startup DeepSeek released powerful open-weight models available for free, prompting OpenAI to release its own open-weight models in response. The competition now spans both proprietary and open-source approaches, making the AI race even more dynamic. OpenAI also faces intense pressure from the incumbent big tech firms. Meta, Google, Amazon, and Microsoft collectively spent a whopping $291 billion over the past year, largely to build out their own AI infrastructure. Google, for instance, just last month, in a $2.4 billion deal, hired key executives from Windsurf, an AI coding company that OpenAI itself wanted to acquire. Google has also integrated AI overviews with its search engine, effectively turning it into an answer engine that directly competes with the core function of chatbots like ChatGPT. Imagine Google search, but it gives you the answer directly, not just links. This strategy powerfully leverages Google's 2 billion monthly users and its market dominance. Meta, meanwhile, is restructuring its AI division into Meta Superintelligence Labs. They have also aggressively acquired top-tier AI researchers, even from OpenAI, with multi-million-dollar compensation packages. However, perhaps the most intriguing and complicated dynamic involves OpenAI's relationship with Microsoft. Microsoft, OpenAI's primary backer with a $13.75 billion investment, is also, paradoxically, a direct competitor seeking to lead the AI revolution. Their AI platform, Copilot, boasts over 100 million monthly users. And Microsoft's server products and cloud services revenue jumped 27% year-over-year in the 3 months ending June 30th, driven by significant growth in Azure, their remote computing platform. Here's the kicker. Microsoft holds crucial leverage as OpenAI attempts to convert into a for-profit company, a prerequisite for unlocking SoftBank funding and future IPO plans. However, Microsoft has been withholding approval as both companies negotiate revising their contract, which is set to expire in 2030. A major sticking point is a very specific clause that could terminate Microsoft's access to future OpenAI technology if OpenAI's board declares that artificial general intelligence, that's AI's capacity to learn and understand like humans, has been achieved. Imagine your biggest investor holding the keys to your future, not because they doubt your tech, but because they fear your ultimate success. This friction has real consequences. OpenAI's attempt to acquire that AI coding startup, Windsurf, actually failed because Microsoft's intellectual property rights would have extended to the new technology, which Windsurf rejected outright. So, you see, OpenAI desperately needs this capital to overcome these complex structural challenges and very real funding obstacles. OpenAI is not just building AI. They are building an entire new economy amidst a complex web of powerful allies and formidable adversaries. Who truly controls the future of artificial intelligence? Is it the pioneers, the deep-pocketed challengers, or the old guard adapting at breakneck speed? We'll keep watching this space, and we truly hope you will join us. Subscribe to our podcast to stay updated on the most critical shifts in technology.